created man, he did not put strength, boldness, the spirit of success or failure outside man. He actually put it in itself. Every seed has whatever it needs in itself. And what I say about self-esteem, it depends on how you look at yourself. Many of us have been destroyed by the opinions of men. Self-esteem does not come from money. Self-esteem is not defined by things. Self-esteem is defined by your mindset. If you start to look positively towards the situation you are in and make the best of it, you find that whatever is dampening your spirit changes and turns positivity in the way, in the outlook, or in the perspective you look at yourself. How can I explain the self-esteem with my own testimony? I was born like anybody else. My father was there, and my father was not very poor. He used to have cars, and he used to have a chain of shops in Dar es Salaam, in Nakuru, and Uganda. But he died when we were young. And in 2 years, we got ourselves into problems like no other. The land which we had, it was sold. And we were sent away. And we went to live with relatives that did not want us. Whereas before, we had the self-esteem and we knew we were going somewhere. Within 2 years, we did not even have dresses that we could wear. And we were wearing our father's shirt. And we would wear it from Monday to Sunday. And we were even being employed by by my mother's brothers as maids. And therefore, we would go on Sunday when they go to church, and we would remove these shirts, wash them, and stay naked to dry. And that actually drove us to the lowest self-esteem that any man or woman could have gone. And you know, when we walked, they told us every day they would drum into our spirit, and they would say we were going nowhere. They would also tell us we will amount to nothing, and the quarrels and the pain of their opinion sank into our beings to the level we thought we were going nowhere. Guess what? When all this were going on, there was a praying mother, the widowed mother, Virginia Aboy Ikino.
Amen.
When we came back to her, she spoke words to us, and she would ask us, what did they say today? And we would tell her what the brothers and neighbors said. We will amount to nothing. We are wearing shirts. We are this, we are the other. And my mother told me something I'll never forget. He said, your identity, your future, your destiny is not ingrained in the opinions of man.
Hi.
God
Amen.
has already determined
Amen.
your destiny. And what they say about you has nothing to do with your destiny. You choose to listen to man or listen to God. And when we started listening to our mom, everything changed, and we started looking into the future that mother told us about greatness. And this is what my mother told us. They told you you amount to nothing. Your Father in heaven, who is my husband, says you'll be great people in the future. Who do you believe now?
Amen.
Who do you believe now? So self-esteem is determined by the way you hear things and the way you look things. If only you can allow yourself to see yourself as a great woman with a great future and continue working on it day by day. Even though you feel like you are nothing, even if situations around you suggest you are going nowhere, Continue walking. Don't stop. Don't give up. Continue walking. Continue believing in yourself. And I'm telling you, one day, as a testimony is already sitting in front of you, one day,
Amen.
you will be a great woman.
Amen. 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 Those are
Perhaps allow me to add.
Yes.
A song has just been sung and a poem has just been said by that young, wonderful, beautiful lady who the opinions of men told her she was ugly. She was told all these things and her self-esteem would have gone down. But she determined to continue walking and continue believing in what she knew she was. The greatest in her has come out.
Amen.
Can you clap for yourself?
Amen.
You are that woman.
Amen.
Amen.
Words are very powerful, Her Excellency. Words. And I think you've said it. In Kiswahili wanasema umegonga ndipo. There is another question here. There are so many questions that are coming around. We may not answer all the questions or ask all the questions, but I will try and summarize them according to how they have been written. Please forgive us because of the time that Her Excellency has, and we are going to move fast. How do you balance career, public life, successful marriage, and Christianity? It's a hard question.
That's a very hard question, but I'll attempt to bring them together. I say life is how it's in service, sacrifice. And the next thing that comes after that is a faith that you have in those things. In service and sacrifice. All the things you have spoken about, it has something to do with service. I have to serve my family. I have to serve in the office. I have to serve maybe with other ministries that God has given me. I serve here in the church. I serve in government, and I'm serving now in a place of the boy child and other ministries and programs that God has given me. One thing you must understand, you have only 24 hours. And some of that, you must allocate to sleep because you cannot work like a clock 24 hours. And therefore, the greatest thing you need to do in balancing all this thing is to use your time properly. Number two, you must prioritize anything that you are going to do, whether it is in family, in the ministry, in government, in whatever program that God has given you. The greatest ministry that I have and I serve with dedication and commitment is my home ministry. To be a mother is the greatest thing that God has given me. To be a wife is another ministry God has given me, and I take them very seriously. I allocate a lot of time in those ministries. When I wake up in the morning, I make sure that I'm taking care of my husband. I'm a wife. And as I do that in the morning, he also understands me because he's my friend and he's my companion. He understands other things that I need to do.